It's a gorgeous day, sunny, lovely day, late spring. Very best season, I think. Everything's done, everything's kind of repotted, everything's flushed and moved around. Stuff has been moved around a bit. I sold a few, gave away a few, added some more. So, believe it or not, there is some spare space for some more. Yay! Well, in this video I'm going to show you what's in bloom and spike. But unfortunately, there's not much in spike or bloom this month. But yeah, there will always be 1 or 2 or 3 months in between the good ones, the good month, not providing us with so many blooms, but yeah, at least a few. Of course, this one, Prostechea cocleada, always in bloom, shall stay in bloom for a couple of more months, I believe. The spike is going to turn really long before this one is finished. Yes. And behind her, yeah, you can see the underside. Well, it is the Phalaenopsis joy fairy tale pyloric. This one, yeah, usually stays in bloom for 5 months. Yeah. And this time she produced yet another spike somewhere. Yeah, to the underside of the leaf there. So that was new behavior for being her. And here's the Phalaenopsis minimark. It's been out for a while. We got 3 spikes, but the 2 first ones are already overbloomed. So I couldn't see them all in bloom simultaneously, but never mind. She's fragrant and quite long lasting. Yeah, medium lasting for being a Phalaenopsis. Yes. Whoops, let's turn around the corner. Let's see what we got on this side. Yeah, this is the Gomessa Lecco Long Island. Oncidium type orchid. Yeah, last time she bloomed she gave us 1 spike, only 1 spike. This time she's working on another one to the back side as well. Last time she stayed in bloom for 3.5 weeks. So, and she turned out to be fragrant in the end. So, yeah, I like her. I like the colors. Combination. The Gomessa, fully open. Spike number 2. Only 2 blooms, but it's better than nothing. The yellow is more striking and shiny when newly opened. You can see. And these guys, which has been out for a couple of days now, a week perhaps. Let's see. Yeah, and there's a slight scent to her. And I keep her still. You see my previous videos. Yeah. In a net basket with some bark. Yeah. Inside another pot. So she won't get to dry. Of course I could mount her if I wanted to keep her in my cabinet, of course. But yeah, since she's unfortunately she's still one of the few still carrying some amount of scale. Yeah, so I have to keep an eye on this one a couple of times every week. Walking about, strolling about. Let's see. Yeah, in this one. This one's sheath. This Cattley's sheath. Elsie Tropical Trick number 4. The one with the lovely reddish orangish blooms. Yeah, she's going to fill up that sheath in no time. But she's not yet in bud, unfortunately. But this one is Epidendrum radicans. I got it on the 9th of April. At our Orchid trip to Denmark and Orchidegartneriet. What about this one? It was unnamed, but you can all see and tell that this one is the Epidendrum radicans pink variety. Yeah, you don't have to be an engineer to come to that conclusion. Yeah, I like her blooms. Not very, very large though, but still, it's lovely. She's been fully open for 5 weeks now, so she started to fade a bit, I can see. But she's heavily fragrant, and I love her. And she's also producing, maybe, well, maybe, some roots. You can call them nubbins, but in this case, you can all see that her spikes comes from the apex, so no more blooms here. It's gonna be roots, aerial roots. Yeah, well, I don't know if this single root she arrived with, only one root, one long root. If it's still alive in there, but it feels sturdy, but you never know. Or maybe it even branched down there. All the blooms are still there, not dropping, so yeah, roots are better than a new spike, I think. Great. And here you can see my Fragmipedium Cardinale, and she's still in bloom. I'm not sure for how much longer she will be, but she's been in bloom from the end of February, and yeah, you can tell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blooms has dropped, and on this one about 2. On the second one she produced not long after the first one. She's not scented, but yeah, she's reciprocating orchid, I think. She's always got a little water reservoir to the bottom. Some kind of false semi-hydro setup. Yeah, she drinks a lot and shouldn't be dried out far too much. And this one is the Cyclops Mariposa 3-lip, and yeah, you can see this is a new spike. The spike she produced in my care, and she arrived in September 21 with a bud. And this one, yeah, has decided to continuously bloom for us. So so that's great. So there's going to be 2 blooms on this one simultaneously. The spike's a bit shorter. I wonder what that means, if it's going to be weaker or shorter period in bloom. But we shall see. But yeah, she's doing great in here. And let's see what else. Yeah, my Cattleya mossii, which has been in bloom for the last 4 or 5 summers in a row, I think. She never disappointed me. But I had to get her out of the medium, so I put her into semi-hydro, and she never produced any roots. And although she was sitting in semi-hydro, she continued to get scale infestation. So I had to rip her out, and now she's only sitting in a loosely packed sphagnum moss here. But in this sheath, she's producing a bud. Yeah. And this one is divided. This is really 2 plants in here, 2 divisions. And her third one is in my cultivation cabinet, and her 4th one, with only 2 canes, I gave away to, I sold at an auction. Yeah, that's great. Well, believe it or not, the Richara Francis Fox, well, it's called Myrmecetavola nowadays. That tag is, yeah, it's still got its own name. Look, in its newest growth, I do believe that this fat little thingy is not a second leaf. It is a sheath. And yeah, if you follow this channel, or other orchid channels for that matter, its flowering spike will grow really tall, about 20 centimeters tall. It will take it several months to fully develop, and well, this is a great surprise for me, as this orchid had almost reached the bin or the lottery. Last week it looked like crap. This week it's straightening itself out a bit, looking more full, looking a little bit more hydrated. It's getting there with some new roots and stuff. But I just discovered this one, as I was uploading a video. So, well, let's hope for that to be a new spike. And that's great news. So this one is one of the 2 divisions on my huge, dying Miltonia sunset. The one I repotted early this winter, I think. I'm not really sure, but I made a video on me transitioning this guy back from semi-hydroponics into bark mixture. Yeah, bark and rock wool. And it's got some hose to its pot. Air hose. Yeah, and it needs some water. The rock wool shouldn't be dried out completely. But anyway, the setup wasn't what I was supposed to show you guys. There's a spike, I notice now. So, this one is coming. And the spike will be a good spike as well. Since its newest growth is a lot taller than she ever produced in my semi-hydro setup. So this was a really good choice to transition her back. Now she can get some proper nutrients and some good new growth again. But that's not the best part. I will show you the other division, which I also kept. Yeah, the somewhat poorer division, so yeah. Let's see. Yeah, she's a little bit wrinkled and a little bit, yeah, dehydrated. But other than that, she's gonna bloom at least. Open up today, actually. And a little second spike here as well. Yeah, so this spike, yeah, it's not gonna be a good spike, but she's, at least she's, what's this? No, at least she's doing something. And I'm not sure if she was scented. I forgot. Let's sniff her. No, not now, but yeah, I reckon that my old one really did have a scent to her. But it varies. Not all of these individuals will become scented. I've heard so. But we shall see. We shall see. So, good. A few spikes. Great. So, the Brassia Shelope, though the spider, came out with five spikes this time. Last time, 3 spikes. The time before, 2 spikes. And I got her with 1 spike, with 1 almost overbloomed bloom. So she's really progressing. It's only a fluorescent, but yeah, never mind the scent. Her blooms are quite large, getting larger and larger for each year, for each blooming, and many in numbers, really, in comparison to last time she bloomed, which I really don't remember when it was, but in October it will be 2 years since I got her. Yeah, so she blooms more than once a year. Yes. Sitting in some kind of bark, small grade bark, and perlite mixture. Drying out all of the time, so maybe a little bit more water retentive media next time I do repot her. Yeah, not so bad. I think she's even nicer than the Shelope Tolkien, the one with the pink skirt. That's my opinion. But I bet one day I will get that variety as well. Wouldn't surprise me. But these guys really grow heavily tall. So be prepared. Yes, and they also grow very fast. So guys, I guess that would be all for today. Not so much in bloom, not so much in spike, but things are on the way, as you saw. And some more to come. Each day I look, I find something new, so yeah, it's a good time to be growing orchids again. Thank you guys so much for watching, and talk to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.